Yes, welcome to the GameFace Footy Show here at GameFace HQ. We are in Studio 1 and we're really excited to rip into SFNL Div 2. I've got the guys that know everything about it sitting next to me here at the desk. Chris Thompson over there and Will Hunter right here. How are you, boys?
Good, brother. Yourself?
Yeah, really good, really good. I'm quite fresh. I didn't play footy on the weekend, but you did. And I'm going to talk about Springvale Districts in a minute. Will, how you going, mate?
Yeah, very good, mate. It was a big weekend of Division 2 footy and looking forward to getting stuck right into it.
Absolutely. Let's kick it off with the Heatherton upset over Chelsea High. It sounds like a bit of a corker of a match. Upset of upsets there, Will.
Yeah, I got to be honest, I didn't see that one coming. Chelsea Heights coming down from Division 1, Heatherton coming up after finishing 6th in Division 3. We'd heard that they'd recruited a little bit, the Tunners, and yeah, a little bit of a difficult year for them, I guess, last year, but good to get a win first up.
Yep, I'm wrapped for them. I'm really glad they had a win. Had the balls to come up into Division 2, and a couple other clubs probably had the opportunity to come up before them, and to get a win in round 1, that's unreal for the guys down there, and their reserves won as well, so even better.
Yeah, you got to risk it for the biscuit, and yeah, they're reaping the rewards after a brave decision from the club to jump up, as you said.
Yeah, I'm hearing they played a really good brand of footy too. Some of their new recruits, Baxter Leaks from Mulgrave, apparently played on a wing and played really well. Played a run and gun type game, and it paid off for them.
Good on you, Chris. So we want to talk about your game now because it is a talking point. You unfurled the flag. Firstly, congratulations. It's a big moment for any football club anywhere to unfurl a flag.
Two flags even, seniors reserves.
That's right, and the couple of lineups there, big moments for a lot of players there, including yourself as the coach, but also to get a big win round 1, mate. You must be feeling pretty good this week.
First of all, with the unfurling of the cup, got a bit of a bone to pick with Shawnee Francis, the president at Springy. We delivered 2 flags, and all he does is wind them up on their flagpole. Down at High, they win 1, and they got it dropped off with the cup in a helicopter.
So let you go.
Sort it out, Shawnee.
Come on, Frank, you're better than that.
But talk about the game itself, Chris.
Yeah, Caulfield obviously lost a few players and they're a little bit undermanned. They probably lacked a little bit of forward power, I thought. Their midfield did a pretty good job, and Ballard rucked really well. O'Keefe was unreal. He can really play the game. But I was happy with the way we played in saying that. We defended the ground really well. I'm really happy with our team defence at the moment. And yeah, we had a bit more firepower up forward.
Yeah, they might struggle, I think, unfortunately, the Teddy Bears this year, but they look like their coach is a ripper. Had a good game on the weekend. How did you see it?
Yeah, no, really clean ball user. Found it probably 25 times. Was really hard to stop, but yeah, probably just didn't have the support around him.
Yeah. And a couple of the other results from around the grounds: East Brighton beat Sky by about 5 goals, and of course your mob, Doveton Eagles, did it comfortably against Hampton Hammers.
Yeah, a couple of players played well. I think Ned Battle, it just shows that he's capable of some very good football. The midfield there did the job, and obviously a couple of players bobbed up, kicked some goals. Jared, he was fantastic, full forward. But let's not talk about my team all the time. Doveton Eagles, sensational club. How good are they? Look after the Doveton Eagles. So say it again, the Doveton Eagles. Match of the day. Keysborough versus. Just first we go on. Any rumours to come out from the weekend? Because I know you're the hound. You get out there, news hound. You're ear to the ground. What have you found out for us?
Well, the first thing I noticed this weekend was we have a look at the brand spanking new Sharon Footy that the SFNL been using this weekend. Got the GameFace insignia all over it. The new ball sponsor of the Southern Footy and Netball League. So pretty chuffed to see that, to be honest. Every single footy out there in the men's competition. Looks good, doesn't it, Tomo?
Yeah, they've come up well, the old GameFace Sharons. Yeah.
Top shelf stuff. Jared O'Neill, of course. I better say his name from the Doveton Eagles again. Jared O'Neill from the Doveton Eagles. Good player, Jared. All right, I've said his name enough. He's going to love me. Go me a beer. Match of the day, Keysborough versus Murrabina. Keysborough obviously had a good couple of seasons now, putting it together. We expect them to sort of take another step this season. How did you see it this weekend, Will?
It was a pretty interesting game. Obviously, as you said, the two sides that are tipped to do pretty well in Division 2 this year. Great win by Keysborough, pretty close in the end, about 7 points. They kicked 5 goals in the last quarter to win it, come from behind at 3/4 time. Fantastic result for Crowe and the team down there.
Yeah, obviously I didn't see the game, but the feedback I'm getting that Rick Powell was probably one of the differences playing through the midfield. Played a really important role for them. He's on Collingwood's VFL development list, so heard he had a really good game. And also Anthony Brannan back to the club. I actually played a bit of footy with Andy. He's a good fella. He's 34 now, or almost 35, and playing off cross half back. He's the best and fairest winner there. So he's returned to the club, and I'm told he played really well too.
Low scoring game, but Carnelli got amongst the goals, the big fella down there.
Yep.
So, yeah, and of course, Riet Pell, as you said, he's going to take his game to another level, I think, this year, under the tutelage of some of the coaches there at Collingwood. So, yeah, exciting times for Riet Pell. He's one of the stars of the competition.
It was the match of the round, so we sent down Lincoln Edmonds to catch up with the Keysborough coach, Matt Crowley-Ferguson.
With Keysborough winning coach Matt Ferguson. Matt, what a great start to the season for you guys.
Yeah, look, it's Murrumbina are a side that we respect a lot, both on and off field. They're a good club. One that we certainly think are going to be there at the pointy end of the season. So, yeah, to get a win over in round one is fantastic.
You guys started really well. You were dominating clearances and inside 50s. Probably wasn't converting at the start of the scoreboard. What did you put that down to?
A little bit of rustiness, perhaps. Hands weren't as clean as they normally would be, which you'd sort of expect that a little bit in round one. The pressure was there too for Murrumbina from their backs. I thought their backs sort of held up pretty well under a lot of inside 50s against them, so you've got to give them a bit of credit as well, but that's certainly something we need to work on. I think it was a team effort. Yeah, we lost Brandon Mather to a significant arm injury, so we're a man down, so I think it came down more to a team effort. Guys had to spend a lot more time on ground than they probably would have expected to in that last quarter, but they all just thought through and obviously got their reward in the end. I think Murrumbina's attack from their defence was really strong. I think we need to work a little bit on our forward pressure. I thought that was a little bit down in the middle quarters today, and to Murrumbina's credit, they certainly exposed us in that. So a little bit of conversion as well. We missed some pretty easy opportunities. Hit the post I think 4 times. I think the most pleasing thing out of today was just the effort from the boys, and that's a good starting point. I guess you don't want to be playing your best footy in round one, so it's good to get a win on effort, and hopefully we can build on a few areas as the year goes.
Yes, top shelf, Lincoln Edmonds, thank you very much. Bringing that interview with the coach of Keysborough, Matt Crowley-Ferguson. Now, I play in this division, so I've got my hounds out there trying to find out stuff, and I hear our job is to bring the news, okay, to bring the news that happens in this division, and we're only just bringing a little bit of a whisper that we heard something about Luke James, an incident. I didn't see it, don't know, but did you blokes hear about this?
I've heard about it, yeah. I may have seen a little bit of vision. Yeah, we'll leave that with the match review panel to have a bit of a look at that one. Yeah.
Nicely said, well done. Displays a straight bat beautifully, does it, our Christoph? So let's go to the goal kicking now for Division 2. We can see one of my boys there at the Dublin Eagles, Jared O'Neill, kicking 6 on the weekend. Had a nice game.
Yeah, obviously when you crack the half dozen, you've had a pretty good day out, and good to see he's getting his first mention on the show this evening, so well done to you, Jared. Matt Wiedering, one of your boys, kicked 5 alongside his teammate Papa Fian.
Yeah, a couple of the big fellas down there. First senior game for Matty Wiedering out of the 19s last year at Parkdale, so yeah, it's a good debut.
Big fella is Scooter, but who was the first to the bag, mate? Of the two, who got there first? Was it a race?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, I'm sure if you asked Popper, he'd say it was him. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Would you get the same answer if you asked Scooter?
Yeah, you probably would. I reckon you might. Yeah.
Let's move on to the Div 2 Team of the Week. These guys have put their heads together and come up with this. Boys, talk me through from backline all the way through to the forwards and interchange.
So I'll kick it off with the back line. Steve Ojanovic, another Dove Tanuga on the back pocket. Jimmy Anwell from Keysy at full-back, and Lockie O'Halloran from Heatherton on the other back pocket. Solid games from all those 3 gentlemen.
Yeah, no, I'm hearing Anwell played the role on Luke James and did a pretty good job. So to keep him to 2 goals, regardless of if he played a bit of midfield time, it's a great effort. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to go through the halfbacks, Tomo?
Halfback was spoken about my old mate Ant Brennan. First game back at Keysy. Yeah, a lot of run and carry. Really good ball user. Played a key role on the weekend. Nathan McDonald from Murrumbina and Tom Valenta also from Murrumbina. Strong halfback line. Down there at Mabuna. Yeah,
Source Valenta, pretty stiff not to make the top 25, I thought, at the start of the year.
Was that you that left him out, or
is this another Chris Horton-Milne type situation?
Hodgie's still filthy with you about that.
He did make the Division 1 Team of the Week, so I'm in his good books at the moment. So Hopefully we can keep it that way. In the centre, Brodie Letter, one of your boys on the wing. Lou Roberts, one of the recruits for Hampton in the guts. And Wade King back at Murrumbina. So, yeah, pretty strong centre line. Some good players in there. Lou Roberts obviously comes along from YCW, multiple premiership player down there. Brodie Letter come across from Oakley Districts. He had a good game on the weekend.
He did, yeah, playing across the wing. Yeah, he's plays a good modern brand of footy. He played TAC Cup and yeah, uses the footy well and breaks the lines. He's a really good wingman. Lou Roberts, I'm hearing, was the best, probably the best of field for Hampton in a pretty tough day out at Doveton. And Wade King, yeah, really good ball user, outside type player. Yep.
And the half forwards, we spoke of Chris O'Keefe, the Caulfield coach, had a good day out there on what was otherwise a dirty day for the Bears. Matt Wiedering, booted Fiveson, half forward, Springy Districts, and Baxter Lease at Heatherton, we spoke of earlier in the program. BOG for Heatherton, their upset win.
Yep. Lease, yeah, might have played some time on the wing and a little bit forward as well, from what I'm told. Was their best player clearly, and probably the match winner in the end, come across from Mulgrave. So it's his first game in the Southern League. Matty Wiederinger we've spoken about, and Chris O'Keefe. He's probably 38.
Thereabouts, but a dual Barry Priest medals in the Western Region League.
Yeah, he was a class above. He's a really good player. Still got it, that's for sure.
And the forwards, mate?
Yeah, big Pop Buffean. Probably not happy he's not named at full forward, but we got O'Neill in there this week after kicking 6. I'm hearing he plays a little bit on the wing as well. Probably not always a permanent forward.
He's a bit of a utility, Jarrett. He can play anywhere, a bit of a fix-it man, but he's got a lot of pace, really good spring, good junior player coming through. I think fooled by a few injuries early doors, so doing some nice things for Doveton for a lot of years now. So he's one of the club favourites down there.
That's
so
handy for the Doves to have. With Peaver out, we can have someone else fill that role.
Yeah, Peave was touch and go. He could have probably played. If it was a really big match, he probably would have. But just to let the big fella sort of sit and enjoy the first game for Doveton too, because it is all new for him down there at Dovey. So yeah, well done to Jarrett. It was fantastic.
Yep, good. And Liam Reedy from East Brighton was the other probably standout forward, young fella, stringy type player from East Brighton.
Yeah, 4 goals on the weekend, very good return. In the rucks, Adam Ballard, the big Englishman from Caulfield, the captain this year, been a very good player for a long period of time. Your man Nick Battle, we've spoken a bit about him over the last couple of weeks. Absolute star. And Ria Pal, BOG for Kesey and their great win over Murrumbina. And the interchange.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to pronounce this. Maybe you can help me with this one from Chelsea Heights.
Zach Casaviello from Chelsea Heights. Apologies if I get that wrong. Jamie Hackett as well.
Yep.
Good player at Murrumbina.
Another Murrumbina. Good player. And Sam Raroon, a springy guy. Kick 4 from the midfield. So when you can hit the scoreboard like that from the midfield, you get on pretty well. And Josh Gribbling from Skye was their best player too, I'm told.
Nicely done, boys. Round 2 will be upon us very, very quickly, so I've got to get the upcoming games talked about and the tips. I'm going to start with Murrumbina versus Springvale Districts. Well, this should be a corker.
Absolutely. Spring Districts, they surprised me a little bit on the weekend. I did kind of expect them to beat Caulfield, but probably not by as much as they did. So this will be a really interesting game. Murrumbina, I still think, are one of the teams to beat in Division 2 this season. And at home, they'll be particularly hard to beat, but that'll be my tip for this one, but certainly I think you guys will make them earn it.
Tom, I know you've got to go for your boys, of course, but you're going to be, quite what I call Switzerland with this, being the coach of the team and on TV. But who you got to watch from Murrumbina?
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's more, they've got winners on all lines, so our team defence is something we pride ourselves on, so we'll get to test that up against, a team that I rate and definitely in the top 3 teams in the comp.
Good stuff. Next game, Heatherton versus Keysborough. Keysborough probably be the one to watch here. They're a good team. Second year, third year have been quite solid. Will, how are you seeing it?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Robbo. And then obviously a very good win on the weekend against Murrumbina. Probably an 8-point victory, I'd say. Heatherton, they certainly surprised me last week, beating Chelsea Heights, but I don't think they've got what it takes to knock off Keysy, who'll be one of the teams that'll be right up there by the end of the year, I think.
Yeah, well, their tails will be up. They'll give it a good crack at it. Heatherton, they're always tough to beat out there. So I think Keesy's forward power will probably just get them in the end. But yeah, it should be a good game.
Will, you talked about Chelsea Heights. They're playing Sky at Sky. How are you seeing that one?
It'll be close. It will be close. I probably expected Chelsea Heights to do a little bit better than they did last week. Sky, I was a bit hard to see how they were going to measure up in 2019, but I probably had them closer to the bottom than the top. It'll be an interesting clash, this one, and it'll be almost a toss of the coin for mine, but Chelsea Heights just.
Yeah, I'm probably thinking just the same. Again, like Heather and Sky, really hard to beat at home. But yeah, Chelsea Heights have got some proud footballers, experienced players. I think they'll bounce back.
Boys are going for Chelsea Heights in that one. We'll move on to Hampton versus East Brighton.
Hampton, well, of course, your boys did a number on the weekend, and got a bit tongue tied there. But East Brighton had a pretty good win as well over Sky, so they'll certainly be up and about. But I think Hampton, particularly with some of their new recruits, especially Lou Roberts, up and about, they might be too strong for the Vampires there.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely be looking for a win. They'll be looking to bounce back. They won't be happy with that result from round one, especially with their expectations sort of pre-season. They'll be looking to have a strong win this week back at home.
We've spoken about Doveton coming off a massive win. They're taking on Caulfield at Caulfield. You'd expect the Doveton Eagles to get the job done here, but still, you never know.
Yeah, this is turning into the Doveton Eagles footy show, isn't it?
Why not? Why not?
No, I reckon, no, you're probably right there. It doesn't get much easier for the poor old Teddies this week. Doveton Eagles obviously going to be pretty strong this season, so a tough start to the year for Caulfield, and I think they've got Murrumbina the week after that as well, so it doesn't get much easier for them. Doveton Eagles comfortably.
Yeah, I think you're right. Hopefully, a couple of injuries maybe come out of that with a big Good Friday clash the following week, Robbo.
Yes, Doveton Eagles taking on Springvale in the Good Friday match. We want a big crowd down there. It'd be fantastic to see. If you've got nothing else to do on a Good Friday, or maybe you're going to church, I don't know what you're doing, but if you want to see some football and have, apparently, Will, a good burger too at Springvale District, so you've partaken.
Yeah, multiple
times. That up, Chris?
Yeah, no, they had a good burger. Yeah.
As I've said previously, that's one of the main reasons why Springy Districts keep getting the Division 1 final series played at their ground. Their burgers are tremendous.
Good on you. Well, that has been the SFNL Division 2 GameFace Footy Show. Thank you, Will, as always. You've been fantastic.
My pleasure.
Good on you. And good luck to you, Chris, this weekend against the Bean. I hope you get the job done. Because I know you, and if it was the other coach here, I'd say good luck to you too. No, we want to see you do well, mate. Good luck to you.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Good on you, guys. We will see you next week. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors here at GameFace Footy Show. We'll see you soon.
Get your GameFace on.